Just going to look at a product rule when you have a square root in the question. So we're going to look at y equals 2x root x plus 3. Okay, so this is a product because we have two separate functions. We have the 2x and we have the square root of x plus 3. So u will be the 2x and v will be the square root of x plus 3. Now the product rule is u v dash plus v u dash. So I've got to set it up first. We need to find u dash. So u dash is pretty simple. The derivative of 2x is just 2. And v equals x plus 3 to the power of a half. V dash, the half comes down the front. Then you've got x plus 3. And then it's a half take away 1. Okay, so then you have to times by the derivative of what's inside, which is a 1, because the derivative of the x plus 3 part is just 1. I'm just going to simplify this part. That's a half x plus 3 to the minus a half, and times 1 is just 1. Now that's going to be 1 over 2 x plus 3 to the half. It's best when you do this to always just put it back into the square root form because it will simplify a lot easier. So I'm just going to rewrite that whole thing. So we're going to go u equals 2x, u dash equals 2, v is root x plus 3, and v dash is 1 over 2 root x plus 3. So I've got it all set up to go now. And then all that I need to do is we now go u times v dash equals v times u dash. Okay, so let's have a look at that. All right, so u times v dash equals v times u dash. So let's write that out. Okay, so that equals u, which is 2x, times v dash, which is 1 on 2 root x, plus 3. Now the 2x, just put it over 1 so you know what's on the top and what's on the bottom. Okay, and then you go plus v, which is root x plus 3, times u dash, which is 2. So they're both over 1. So you write, if you look at this, the 2 will cancel with that 2 because you can cancel anything on the top with anything on the bottom. 1 times root x plus 3 is root x plus 3 plus 2 root x plus 3. So 2 root x plus 3 over 1. Okay, so that's good. That's like the answer. You could leave it like that. I'm just going to write it with a common denominator, because when you go to do anything with it, often you have to find a common denominator. So we're just going to go that step further. So that's why see how I put this over the number 1, and there's your other denominator, root x plus 1. So when you're finding the common denominator, you times this one times that one, and that one times that. So it's x times 1. So this one's times 1 times 1, and then it is plus 2 root x plus 3 times root x plus 3, because you times this one by root x plus 3 and this one by root x plus 3. So what that then means is your whole denominator will be over root x plus 3. Now just simplifying the top, what you might notice here is that when you do multiply root x plus 3 by root x plus 3, when you multiply a third by a third, like root a times root a, you get root a squared, which is a. So you just get what's underneath the square root. So that means that you'll get x plus 2. What's underneath the square root here would be x plus 3. Because basically it is 2 root x plus 3 squared, and the square root of x plus 3 squared is x plus 3. And on the bottom, it'll just be x plus 3. So it'll be x plus 2x plus 6 over root x plus 3. And that would be 3x plus 6 over root x plus 3 as your answer. I'll just give you a good look at all of that. There you go. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to differentiate one that looks like this. So we have a square root and a power in it. So basically, the u will equal the x plus 3 all squared, and the b will be the root x minus 2. So u is x plus 3 all squared, because this is a product, and a v is x minus 2, and I'll put it to a power of a half. So u dash, so we have to use the chain rule, bring the 2 down, take 1 away, multiply by the derivative of what's inside, which is 1. V dash is a half x minus 2, so that will be minus a half times 1. So that's 1 over 2, and then you bring that down to the bottom because it's a negative indice, because the 1's on top, 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 1 is 2. So that's x minus 2 to the half, and then you can write it as 2 root x minus 2. So let's just rewrite it so it's a little bit nicer and neater. So u is x plus 3 squared, u dash is 2x plus 3. Okay, v is root x minus 2, just put it back into root form, and v dash is 1 over 2 root x minus 2. Okay, so you go u times v dash, and then v times u dash. Okay, so u is this one, times v dash, which is this one, plus v, which is x minus 2, times 2x plus 3. So we put it over 1. Okay, so on the top here we have x plus 3 squared over 2 root x minus 2 plus 2x plus 3. I just like to write that out the front and then do the square root. Now, I could leave it like that, but I'm just going to show you how you get the common denominator here. Okay, so to get the common denominator, we need a 2 root x minus 2 on the bottom here. 2 root x minus 2. This one here, we do it by 1, so it's not really going to change, and that one by 1. So you're kind of crossing over here. So the denominator will be 2 root x minus 2, and on the top here we'll have x plus 3 all squared plus 2x plus 3, and then it would be root, so that's going to be 2 2s are 4 actually, x plus 3, and then it's going to be root x minus 2 times root x minus 2 will just give you x minus 2, because root a times root a is root a squared, which is just a. So when you do a surd by itself, the square root will disappear. You could leave this like this, but you can see if you really look hard on this, there is a common factor of x plus 3. Now, you don't have to go all this way, but I'm just showing you how you could simplify it. Because when you go to use it to solve equations, you probably need it factorised. So x plus 3 all squared is common, and x plus 3 is common. So if you take an x plus 3 out, there's no number that's common, and there's no x minus 2. So here, x plus 3, it'll be times another x plus 3, plus 4, and then we took out the x plus 3, so that's x minus 2, or over 2, x minus 2. Just simplify the top, so you got x plus 3 plus 4x minus 8 over 2 root x minus 2, x plus 3, that will be 5x minus 5, all over root x minus 2. And if you really wanted to, there is another common factor of 5 there, so you go x plus 3, I'm just going to fix that up so you can actually read it, it's x minus 2. X minus 1, because all that I've done there is taken out the 5, taken the 5 out from this one. See that 5 and that 5, it's common, and I put it out the front, and what we have left is just x minus 1, and we just keep the same denominator, which is x minus 2.